What up? We are live. Christy, you there?
Hey, Nino, I'm here.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, we have an interesting quick live. Man, it took so long to do this. We had so many problems. Christy, you can attest to this, but we never had this many issues. Uh, pushing the video out. Christy, would you agree with that?
Oh my goodness, never, ever.
Yeah, ladies and
It,
gentlemen,
yeah,
go ahead, sis.
upload
Go ahead.
everything from uploading to it, then going back to saying it's processing again. Yeah, it was crazy.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, the threats. But let me introduce our special guest before we're fixing to premiere a video on YouTube. We're sorry it's late, y'all, but once it's on YouTube, it's gonna be there. But ladies and gentlemen, Buddy Webb, you there?
Yes, I'm here, and thank you, Nino. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for all the problems, and as I told you a minute ago, I'm not surprised. I've had so many problems with trying to get this story out, and over the last decade, and whether it's just a technical glitch or somebody's in there messing with this, I don't know.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I have a video. I want to call it the magnus opus of the Buddy Webb conspiracy, iceberg theory, whatever you want to call it. And I just want to say real quick, ladies and gentlemen, Christy, there was no edits, right? This video is from A to Z. The only things that we did edit were keywords because the thing with Buddy Webb, what I've noticed is a lot of conflict and drama once his name is brought up. So in order to keep our channel safe on YouTube, well, I did edit certain words dealing with, just keywords. Christy, you can explain that in a minute, but that's all I edited out were keywords that can get you flagged on YouTube. Christy, talk about that. But again, the video is from A to Z, no edits. You're going to see Buddy Webb right there in crystal clear 4K visual and crystal clear audio. And you can judge for yourself if he's the perfect liar or if he's a madman or if he's telling the truth. Christy, talk about the censorship real quick.
Yeah, so we just through a lot of trial and error have found the digital keywords that YouTube automatically flags. They also use random bots that come into the chat that are invisible to all of us to monitor the content, and then they can go back and review the content at later dates also.
Yeah. So basically, y'all, I just want to say that the anything that's cut out in the interview is only audio related. It's nothing about Buddy's story. He tells it from point A to point Z. Buddy, you said that before we went live that you were interested in what I was going to cut out, but I'm not cutting nothing out, Buddy. What do you think about the interview that we got dropping tonight? Your thoughts, Buddy Webb? Go ahead.
Yeah, we did this. We filmed this last Saturday, and I felt pretty good about it. I mean, and we spent a lot of time talking and pretty in depth, and I think there's going to be quite a few wow moments for people when they hear this. And I understand that we're not looking at the proof and the evidence, but the proof and evidence is there, and I'll reference it in here. It's like this was a police report. This was a recorded phone call. This is, all this evidence is posted on social media, has been for a long time. And so, it's backed up when I say this is, how it is. And that's how it is, cause I got something backing it up, and, there's some things where might be speculation, but as we'll get into the video, with 50 other homeowners documented reporting people in the attic, then that makes a statement. I mean, I was shot while saying somebody was in my attic. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's documented on the police report.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, we got it right here. I just put it as a premiere at 10:16 p.m. in about 12 minutes. It's going to premiere. Buddy Webb is going to be in the chat. We'll be in there too, y'all, and you can be commenting while we're watching the video together. It's over an hour long, 4K, looks good, sounds good. And again, it's the Buddy Webb story, people in the attic, underground tunnels of Midland, Texas. I've got a lot of blowback. We'll touch on that real quick, y'all. People saying that what kind of reporter am I to interview someone like Buddy Webb? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that's what someone does with, no bias, trying to bring, interesting topics and content to my audience. And I got a bunch of blowback. People telling me, I'm crazy. One person threatening to dox my grandmother and my grandfather. Like, what the hell? Buddy, the night that we posted that we were going to make this video, I automatically got, some threats. And again, I'm not afraid of anyone or anything, but at the same time, I got to make sure that my family's safety is priority. But I have never received this much blowback. Well, maybe from the SPM videos, right, Christy? But I've never experienced this much blowback from a video fixing a drop. Buddy, you think that's normal with your situation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And and that's what I've lived through. And some of the stories, which I don't even think I put this, when we were talking the other day, but I had a big YouTuber created a video about me, calling me crazy, to 2.5 million people, and I'm a crippled crime victim that was reporting crimes to police, and now we know the same crimes are going on in homes all over America. I mean, that's just it's still there. If you Google my name right now, the first thing you see is how that I'm crazy, and that's brought shame to my family.
Wow.
I've got 3 kids, 8 grandkids, 1 great grandkid, and if you Google my name, what you see is I'm crazy, and the truth is all I've done is tell the truth. The story's crazy, I know it is, but at least thankfully we have all this evidence backing it up.
Christy, what are your thoughts on Buddy Webb's case? Go ahead, sis.
So I've told this to Buddy before. Whenever I listened to the very first video we ever did with him, I had questions. And so I went back and I started looking at the proof, watched a lot of his videos, and it's like I told Buddy, either he's the best damn liar I've ever met, or everything he's saying is the absolute truth. I have never found one inconsistency. And I feel like that I am kind of biased at this point, because I believe everything he has to say. He's got the proof of it. He's never varied from one story at all.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, me watching back the footage to make sure keywords weren't said or muted out, should I say, and they're just like regular words, y'all, that, that you say on YouTube, you get in trouble. But and I probably could have kept it like that. But we got a monetized YouTube channel. We have 0 strikes, and we want to keep it like that, especially with the blowback I got from the Buddy Webb reception and people, just getting mad about me even talking to him. I said, no, I got to make sure that they can't flag us for nothing. So me listening back to the clip a couple times, I really couldn't find anywhere where Buddy's story, had much, had any dark spots, out for lack of better words, right? Like, I think it's pretty solid from his perspective. Now, do I believe him thoroughly? To be honest, I'm in the middle of the road. I don't know. It's such a crazy story that I can't say I believe him or not. I'm like I'm in the middle, and that's a bad place to be. But it's just it's my opinion, and that's just me being honest. But like I said, Buddy Webb, he's the kind of guy, y'all, where he has screenshots, he has documents, he has he has it all documented. So as far as that goes, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to premiere it here in about a couple of minutes. Buddy, anything you want to say to everybody watching right now before we do premiere the video?
And then the only thing, that I really want to say is I got to give God all the praise and
Amen.
glory. And, it was a miracle I survived. And, they literally planned my murder in advance. I mean, nobody accidentally breaks in a house and accidentally shoots somebody else with the phone lines cut. So they didn't plan on me being alive today. And then I didn't, back when that happened, I didn't have all this evidence I do now, I mean, and as I said a minute ago, I'm the first one to admit this is crazy, tunnels, secret police, people in the attic. This is crazy. It should have been a national news story a long time ago, and I appreciate you doing this, Dino. I mean, this is what the press should have been doing a long time ago, because it literally is putting the public at risk.
Well, Christy, go ahead and say it, but I want to interject this, hold that thought, Christy. I'm going to say this. Basically, you're right. Even if Buddy's crazy, even if he's lying or whatever, right? He has some valid claims. He has some, he's a concerned citizen in Midland, Texas. People telling me, why am I interviewing him? Crazy or not or whatever, he's entitled to free speech as a citizen of America. So why didn't the press press this situation? Go ahead, Christy.
Well, we know why, because it's Midland. But besides that, the thing is he's still getting threats that the job hasn't been finished, and the Facebook comments that I saw that the job isn't finished, they're still coming for him and things like that.
And the guy that posted that, he's probably gonna say that he didn't, mean it or it's a joke. But I wouldn't be joking with someone like that. Either way, you put it on the internet, it don't look good. And Buddy, the threats you get, are you just used to this, or people mocking you even? Go ahead.
some more than you can even imagine how much, and, the name smearing is one thing, but the literal threats, if there was a guy that was on your Facebook page under this video here this week, right? And Lance Eggleston, and he's the one, I got a press
That's who I was
clearance.
talking about. Yep.
Yeah, he's the one that told me. He says, we have access to your residence at all times.
Wow.
Nobody will ever believe your story. You will be silenced, not if, but when. And I wrote him back and said, when are you going to murder me, Lance? That's what I told him, And on this week, he posted a GIF doing slashing the throat on your Facebook,
Wow.
Shout
Shout out West Texas Slacker says, my wife Karma is waiting to believe in the tunnels. She says the oil elites use the tunnels. This is my fellow Patriot out there in Odessa, Texas. Shout out West Texas Slacker. Y'all give him a sub on YouTube, y'all. Buddy, a lot of people believe this. A lot of people have been talking about this for a long time. Let me ask you this question, buddy. I didn't ask you in the interview, but y'all, it's fixing to premiere in a couple of minutes. I hope y'all stay with it. Buddy Webb will be in the comment section chatting with us. It's fixing to premiere, like I said, in like 4-5 minutes. But buddy, is this the first time you heard of underground tunnels, or have you ever? Well, you probably haven't heard about it before, but is this the first you ever heard about underground tunnels, or has somebody ever told you that otherwise? Go ahead.
Okay, not before I got here for sure. And and really my side of the story, as you'll hear, is specifically having to do with underground homes, $1 million secret underground home with a lot of details. But with underground homes, you got to have tunnels. Okay. And then I did have a guy that used to live in my house, that resident Ricky Ronaldo, that I have a print screen. He says, when me and my brother used to live there, we used to go in the tunnels under. I got a print screen. But more than that, there's a Facebook group called Old Midland, where all the Old Midland people hang out and talk about, remember when the Dairy Queen was over here type deal? And somebody asked about tunnels. And then all of a sudden there was people all over Midland talking about tunnels.
What?
And they were downtown. Yeah, I got a video on it. Okay, they were downtown. They were at the airport, at Walmart, all over the place. And one guy, he writes, he says, he said, we used to ride motorcycles under the mall. And somebody else, oh, you're a lying. And he's like 70 years old. And he's going, I got people to back it up.
Hey, buddy, you know what's crazy, right? Because you said that this happened from a government-funded on-permit construction in the 80s. And if you think about it, y'all, when did these phones become, so prolific in our lives, right? Barely recently, probably. If they were to dig something in Midland, maybe there will be some proof, maybe not. But I'm just saying, in the 80s, I think something like that could be swept under the rug, especially if there's corrupt media and people that don't want to report, on these kind of subjects. But, you said that they constructed this stuff in the 80s. Have you found anybody that has, validated that story at all, buddy?
Well, I have multiple people documented saying that there's underground homes here with many details. And when I say that, it's print screens, phone recordings, and as you'll hear when we even get onto it, one lady said, I worked on that project. And I said, oh, yeah. And she said, yeah, we finished in 1987 with a budget of $7.35 million on permit. It was called the Safe House Project. It was put in for the Bushes. Okay. And so another woman hears this. I posted on Facebook, all that. She drives down from Dallas, and she's an expert in these permit things. She knows the legal numbers and all that stuff. And she sets up a meeting with the city of Midland, a guy named James Ross. And then she sends me an email, and she told me how, with a smile on his face, that he told her all the permits got accidentally deleted in 2014, 2015.
Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to interject, y'all. The video's for the premiere. It's in 4K. Make sure when you're watching it, hit the 3 little buttons on top and watch it in 4K. We put a lot of time, effort, and money into this setup, and we would want you to enjoy it the way that we wanted to create this content, which is high quality audio and video. It's in 4K. I think this is the new style interviewing that I'm gonna be doing in West Texas. We are looking for people to interview with special stories. This is the first one, Buddy Webb, Underground Tunnels of West Texas. Here it is right now. It's fixing premiere. Buddy, final words. Go ahead.
No, I just want everybody to keep an open mind, think it out, and and then later, if you have a question, I'll do my best to answer it. But I think if unless you're not very ethical, then there's only one conclusion you can come to, and that's there are tunnels, underground homes here, and and this people in the attic thing is going on all over the nation. I
Yeah.
mean, it's what all I've uncovered is the tip of the iceberg.
Amen. Christy, final words. Guys, we got it right now. We got one person waiting in the live chat. It premieres in 60 seconds, y'all. This is some of my best work to date. This is all fully funded by me in my company, Christy. This is a Nino America production right here, ladies and gentlemen, with Buddy Webb. People in the Attic, Underground Tunnels of West Texas. I think this is a legendary sit-down interview. And again, the best thing I think about this video is you can look at Buddy Webb's expression, his face right in the camera, and you could tell for yourself if he's lying or not. Christy, final words.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Everybody go over there. It's a wild story, but then there's proof of things that he's saying that they can go check out themselves after the live also.
All right, y'all. There it is. Premiere will begin shortly. Please join us on the premiere. Thank y'all for joining us. Buddy, God bless you, brother. If you need anything, let me know. We do got a couple other videos me and Buddy made that day. That will drop momentarily when I get the chance. This video, I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, this was hard to release. The blowback, the threats, the technical difficulties. I told Buddy it's like an evil spirit was trying to stop me from releasing this video. That's just me being honest, me being a Christian. I don't know what happened, y'all. This was one of the hardest videos for me to release. I don't know why. Again, People in the Attic, Underground Tunnels. We're going right now. It's premiering. Please check it out with us. Buddy Webb, you will be in the chat, correct?
Yes, I am right now.
Okay, we're going right now. God bless y'all. Check out the video on the YouTube. We're out of here, y'all.
Okay. Thanks, Dino.
Right, bye.
Thanks, Christy. Bye.